Let me show you how to do P9s in Nifty Payroll. Now, whether you are printing or emailing the P9s, you'll use the same tool, and that tool is this one. Let me just open it. We are in the emailer. The second step is if you want to lock, which means password protect the P9s, there is a small program that you have to install. It's called PDFTK free. This is a free program you can download from the web. Just go to Google, type PDFTK free like this. Now don't click this, click this one, PDFTK, the PDF toolkit. It will take you to this, pdflabs.com tools PDF, the PDF toolkit. The one you want to download is this. You just click on this, you download it, it'll download an installer, you run that installer, and that will install the software. All you need to do is to install it. You don't need to do anything with it. Nifty Payroll uses it after you have generated the PDFs to add a password when you tick this. If you try to tick this before installing it, you'll get a message telling you that you need to do what I've just described. Okay, so that's the first issue. Now, secondly, if you are emailing, you need to make sure all your employees have an email address. So let's go here. How to do that? Go to the home page, just come to the employee list and check that everybody has an email address here. All right, you need to, now you can type them here if you want, one by one, or copy paste from a file. Let's say you have them in an Excel file, or there is a way that you can import them if you have many. Right, so just create an Excel sheet with two columns, one with the heading emp name and another one with the heading email. Put each person's name there and each person's email address there. Then save that file. You'll come, click import from Excel, select it. You'll see the emp names here and the email address is here. You need to click match names, which will now match each of these names from the Excel file to what you have in the payroll software. If you see anyone who is not matched, just manually, well, I don't have any data, so you'll manually come, select the correct employee to be matched to that one. Once you've matched all of them, just click here, import employee information. That's how you do the import of email addresses. Now, let's go back to the emailer. You need to make sure you're in the correct year. So by default, the year that opens is the current year. So we're in January 2026. By default, it opens in 26. We want for 2025. You click back or you select from here. Make sure you're in 2025. Then what you want to do, now you have two sets of columns for ticking. This column that says has P9 shows you who has P9s in 2025. Let's go back to 2026 and you'll see nobody here has any P9. Let's go to 2024. You can see there were some people who were not there in 2024. So this simply shows you who has P9s. If you want to send P9s to everybody, just tick this. It will tick everybody who has a P9. Anyone whose email address does not exist or there is an issue with it, you'll get this message and you need to solve this first before you proceed, unless you're not emailing, if you just want to PDF. Okay, so let's go to the next step. Now the next step is to generate the PDFs, the PDF P9s. Now, if you tick this, it will generate the P9s and it will also generate a password protected P9. And you need to do it at a go. So if you want the locked ones, the password protected, you tick this first, then you click this, which is what I'm going to do. So I've marked everybody that I want for, and then you'll see, now you will get your By default, let me just put this here. By default, the folder where your P9s are going to be saved is this. You can change that. If you come to email settings, like me, you can see I've changed mine. It comes here to Kim Google Drive NiftyPay PDF P9. Now, this is a folder, so everything is important. This last backslash and everything. You can look for a path, a new path that you want to save them to, and replace this. But by default, like I said, you'll see NiftyPay PDF P9. So mine are going to go to that Google Drive. Let me open that folder. So this is the folder, my Google Drive, Nifty2, PDF P9. So if I go back here, because I've ticked P9 password should be added, I click Create PDF P9s. You're about to create PDF P9s for 2025. You say yes. It confirms where you're going to. It's going to save. You say OK, and it will generate one at a time. You can see it's popping up one at a time. If you come here, you'll see that one by one they will be added. It adds in some batches, but basically it's one by one. Okay. Now, interesting that it didn't lock everybody. That is very interesting. Let me try that again and see why not everybody was... Oh, I know why. It locks based on, this is important, it locks using, if I go to the employee list and I come here to numbers, it locks using ID. If a person does not have the ID, it's not going to lock. So you need to make sure everybody has an ID number. That's the number that is going to be used to lock. The reason is it's easy for someone to remember. You don't want to create a lock that is complicated. There is no option to use a different thing for locking. All right. So in our case, we won't be able to email the locked ones because, number one, I don't have all these people, and number two, with emails, and number two, I haven't put ID numbers. But if you have, it will do it for you properly. So let me delete these and just do without the... So let's come here. Let's create PDFs. Yes. Okay. It's creating one by one. So now it's creating just the PDFs without the locked. You notice the locked ones will be exactly the same name, the company, your P9, company name, year, the person, and for the locked ones, you'll see underscore locked. All right. Now, who do I open? I think it's Pasha usually. Yeah, this is the guy I usually use as a sample. So you can see he has his full year, P9, both pages. Okay, so we have that. All right. So your P9s are there. Now, if you want to print, you can just print from here one by one. If you want to print all, by the way, from one page instead of opening one by one, you can come to Payslips and Reports, go to December. I had not done December payroll for this company. I think the last one I did was November, yes. But make sure you're in December. I don't think that matters, actually. I think as long as you're in 2025. When you open this, yeah, I know there are no payslips in the current month. Let's go here. All right. Yeah, it goes up to November. So you can see I have, so the pages change down here. This is where you can change the pages. So you can see if I go back to page 1, this is Andrew Abdul. I go to Daniel Pasha, David Magenta, Jane Otieno, right? This is how you can go through. And if you want to print, you come to here. Just click print, send it to the printer, and you can prepare them for the employees. All right. So back to the emailer. Now, if you've got email addresses, if you want to email the locked ones, you need to make sure this is on. So you'll have put this on, created PDF, don't switch it off. Just click here. email P9s to employees. Now, if you're unsure that you want to do this and you want to test, you can do a test here. Come here, put in your email address. Like if it was me, I would say kimkanari@gmail.com. gmail.com. Then I would say send all P9s to the below email, which is to this email. And it will send everybody I've marked one by one. So you can go there, look, make sure, it's attaching the correct PDF to each email. Now, once you're happy with that, you just come here and click email P9s to employees, and it will send emails one by one, right? So let me use this to demonstrate how I'll have to unlock, because I don't want to send my locked ones. Then I'm not going to do all of them. I just want to do a sample. Let's say 3. Because in any case, I only have those, right? So, but I mean, in the sample, I could even send one which doesn't have, because remember, I'm sending it to this. So I would say send all P9s to below email. I say, so all marked emails will be sent to the test email address. So yes. Have you created PDFs? So yes. If you start emailing but need to abort midway, let's say for some reason you become uncomfortable with what is happening, you click Q, lowercase q on your keyboard, okay? And then you only need to click it once. After you wait a little bit, the message will have gone to the server and it will abandon sending the emails. The emails are sent one by one. They are sent at around 1 per second. So it will give you a message of what was the last email that was sent, who was the last person. All right, so you can't stop the first one. The first one will always go. So if you queue immediately, one will go, the rest will not. Okay, in my case, I don't intend to stop, so I'll just say yes. And then you see it will give you this whatever, and you just have to wait patiently, because, let me open my email address, because it sends them pole pole. So here you are. See, the first one has been sent. Let me do Nifty Payroll 22. Okay, so first one has been sent, second one has been sent, third one has been sent. How many did I do? I think there were 4. Yeah, so it says for emailing is 4, attempted to email 4. Let's see, did it email the last one? I think the last one was not emailed because it doesn't have an email address. So you can come and open each one. So you open Jane. So it will tell you when it was sent. And you can see here, it's Jane. I think, did I click twice? Anyway, so it's Jane. Now, if you had sent the locked ones, you'll see instead of P9 Company 1, so it'll be P9, the name of your company, the short name, the year, Jane Otieno, and then underscore locked. And within the email address, it will tell the person, use your ID to open. So when they click this, they'll get a request for a password. If the person doesn't know the password, they wouldn't be able to open. But once they open, they have their P9 like this. So if we go back, let's check if it's John Kamau. So you can see here, this is John Kamau, and it's only the 2 pages. Then we go to the last one, Lucy Kibet. We confirm it's Lucy Kibet with her 2 pages. All right, so this is how you email the P9s. All right, so just note that the emails will be emailed from this NiftyPayroll2022@gmail.com, which is this NiftyPayroll. Yeah, there's a way to change it. You'll need to ask me for help, because there's some steps to change this. It's not just changing the email address, which you can here. You can put in a different sending email address, but it needs an SMTP password, which enables this whatever address you put to use the email server, the SMTP server, to send the email. So you'll need help to do that, most likely. All right, so that's how you email. It sends from there, sends to each person, and it will send one by one. Once you're happy that it has sent emails correctly using the test, if you just click this, each one will be sent to the email address indicated there. Just remember, if you want to lock, this has to be ticked when you click email. Otherwise, it will send the unlocked ones, which is not bad, but some people feel a bit more comfortable if a password is required. So that is how you do your email P9s using the emailer for P9s. That's it.